You know, a quite long time ago, I've noticed the dichotomy between what actual good vocal technique is and what K-pop companies typically expect from their idols. I've seen a term idol dancer before, used to describe idols who've been trained in a usual idol style of dance, yet often they lack the ability to perform other types of dance, or they lack the technical skills that professional dancers have, or just dancers who are more skilled or better trained. So I started wondering, is there something like an idol vocalist? I think so. Can you be a very good idol vocalist then, and not necessarily a good vocalist in a broader sense? Absolutely. Can you be good at both? Well, yes.
Boo!
Let's explore. An idol vocalist, like I said, is what companies want. A good idol vocalist checks the following boxes. A recognizable tone. Companies often want their idols to sound in a way that allows the audience to easily identify them. Whether through a unique voice or often questionable stylistic choices is mostly irrelevant. That's a marketing strategy. What's more, typically companies seem to favor voices that are bright, sharp, slightly metallic. They can be sweet, but not too warm and not too matte. Bright, punchy voices like that act like a neon sign that grabs the listener's attention. Another marketing strategy, you could say. Next, the access to a higher range. An effective idol vocalist from a company's perspective needs to be able to offer the ability to hit higher notes, at least with some sort of consistency. Whether through a healthy approach or pure struggle, truly isn't important. Technique is mostly irrelevant. Ideally, an idol vocalist should have enough of a good stamina, breath control, and intonation to be able to perform their parts in a stable manner in spite of choreography. Some versatility would also be nice, but I wouldn't say it's that big of a deal. So that is the checklist. The more boxes an idol is able to check, the more likely they are to be given more lines, attention, and opportunities. An example of an almost perfect vocalist for industry standards, I believe to be Yeji of itzy, also recently a soloist. A quite versatile, recognizable voice with a bright, punchy tone and a sharp edge to it. Yeji is able to hit higher notes with enough push and power to be considered impressive by some. And without a doubt, Yeji can also execute energetic choreography while singing live. With an effective, functional skill set, Yeji does her job well. From a technical standpoint, however, I think most of you know that she by no means is a good vocalist really. I know that's harsh, I love her too. As a vocalist, Yeji simply doesn't have much to offer technically speaking. Underdeveloped registers, lack of vibrato or good dynamics control, there is potential for belting, but her technique is absolutely undercooked. I'm gonna stop myself here, you get the point. So Lily of nmixx, for example, a different story. While she is a great idol vocalist material, a bright, silvery, recognizable voice, the ability to consistently access her upper mix register, and she is an nmixx member, so you know that stability on stage is not an issue whatsoever. The difference, however, is that not only are her high notes there, but her consistency, clarity, placement, and a conscious effort to minimize tension as best as she can are all admirable and basically unmatched in her generation. Beneath the sparkly embellishments, Lily has a solid foundation and many traits of a fully fledged vocalist. Okay, so what are the boxes to check for a good vocalist, you ask? Well, let's call them things to look for in a vocalist that have nothing to do with belting, because we don't need to talk about belting all the time. Here's my personal checklist. Good vibrato, definitely a green flag. Current K-pop is mostly deficient in stable, controlled, full, even vibrato. While the presence of any vibrato itself is not a sign of healthy technique, vibrato sounds best when the voice is relaxed and supported. So if you can sing with an actually good vibrato,
너에게 가고 있어.
it means that you have at least a few things under control. Smooth switches between registers. Another marker of skill. Requires a vocalist with a nicely coordinated voice and well enough developed registers.
전 나쁘지 않아.
Naturally, not every vocalist is required to use a ton of runs. However, it is true that riffs and runs put a lot of different skills to the test at the same time.
All I want for Christmas
If your breath support or pitch accuracy suck, don't forget about a good vocal run. Taking a pre-existing part or melody and putting a creative spin on it in a skillful way requires not only technique but also musicality. Very much a green flag indeed. It goes without saying that it still does take talent and work to become an idol vocalist. Yet it's often not the same as being a more fully fledged vocalist. A lot of the times companies are not too interested in training their idols to have strong, well-rounded, healthy vocal techniques and prioritize a more functional, superficial approach to singing. Can't say I'm too happy about that fact, but oh well. I thought I had turned into a video. That's my style, I guess. This is all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think about all of this. I will see you in my next one. For now, bye guys.